Are we starting already?
Yeah, it is. It's going.
No
ready?
lube,
Nope.
no nothing, huh?
Nothing. No, just spit in your hand. Just go for it.
Yep.
I wasn't even gonna spit. I got cotton mouth. Can't do anything.
Nope. Yes. That's awesome. But yeah, we just shoot the shit and have fun and talk to the comedians that we have on and have a good time. Last week we had that rapper. It was the first time. It was pretty cool.
You got anything good going on?
I'm still
Rich
looking.
Kids and Instagram.
Instagram's working. It's back up.
Is it?
Is it?
Well, it was.
Did it went down?
Welcome to the 2.5 Amigos. Oh, I messed it up.
With a missing amigo.
Yeah, with a missing amigo.
But I do count.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, so you'll be the half
Yeah.
amigo
No.
because we're missing him.
He can be a full one. I'll be the half this time.
Okay.
No, in fact, today it just has to be 3 amigos.
Yeah, okay.
There we
Three
go.
amigos.
3 Amigos. All right. That's actually
Funny
used to be our
story.
old.
That was our original
title.
name.
I think that's when I was responding, right?
Yeah, when we were Three Amigos. Yeah, back in the day.
So we do have.
That's what it took. That's what it took. It took us to be from a 3 to a half for you to come on.
Change your name.
Yeah, we had to mix it up, and then that's what it was.
We're
You
doing
forgot who we
fractions.
were.
We're doing fractions over here.
You didn't know who we were, so then you're like, "Oh, these guys sound good," because you didn't like the 3, but the 2.5 sounds okay.
Right,
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
work with that.
So we do have Bobby Johnson on, promoter, DJ,
Dancer,
entrepreneur, a
be
little.
a dancer?
Yeah, you're like a jack of all trades.
What is it called when they have when they win the Grammy and the
Choreographer?
yeah the dancing and the triple threat. You're the triple threat.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, when they win the whole the thing at
The whole
whatever.
shebang?
The whole shebang. When they win them all, the Oscar, the Grammy, and the something in the theater, I don't whatever. But yeah, that's you.
I'm winning it.
You're winning. Yeah, you're just winning.
I mean, that's kind of how we're seeing it right now.
Yeah. So that's kind of.
I don't know. All right. Hey, there
There
I
you
go.
go. You're
I'm
living
here-
it up. You're Facebook
yeah.
living it up.
I'm
Nice.
Facebook
Facebook
Live.
Live.
I'm with the 2.5 amigos, but with me today, we are actually 3 amigos. This is going to be the only broadcast that they called 3 amigos
Yeah.
since the last time.
That's the very first. Or what was the first? Well, I don't know. I mean,
We never
did.
had an episode called 3 Amigos,
We
so maybe
did.
we should go
We
that
did.
route.
We could.
Okay.
This could be the 3 amigos.
the one and only, the lost episode.
Yeah.
I already have a lost episode.
There you go. So, Bobby, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you have going on,
What you
who
do.
you are. A lot of our not fan base, but a lot of our guests know who you are. They've dealt with you.
Okay.
You're the reason we wanted you on the show.
Let me move this over here to a safe place. Because I might go, yeah, man.
hey, just so you know, everything here is a safe place. Just so you know.
This is the safe
like
place.
This is
I like
you
this.
like that?
All right, who I am? I'm just a guy on some old no doubt. I'm just a guy. I got big dreams. That's one thing. I'm a serious dreamer, dude. I've been a big dreamer since like 6th grade, maybe 4th grade.
Okay.
6th grade, I was hitting inside the park home runs. That's a dreamer I was like, I gotta get to home plate and slide in.
So did you have to fill out paperwork for that to stay in
Yeah.
the country as a dreamer, or?
Oh, very nice. That was good.
Yes.
That was really good.
No, actually,
I'm surprised. He's normally not that good. That was good.
man, that came right off.
That was good.
That was sharp. Like
Yeah, that
crazy.
was.
I haven't
was
had
good.
many drinks yet.
No one.
You saw that I only had one and I moved it already. I don't even trust one drink. No, but honestly, DJ. Started DJing when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. Started cooking when I was a kid. Everything that I did as a kid, it's kind of funny because it's really the truth. My mother could actually tell you, but when I started DJing as a kid, I was like, when I grow up, that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to be a DJ.
Okay.
I was making good money as a kid. I was making decent money back in the 80s. So I thought, I'm going to do this. Then I started cooking, and I was like, man, cooking is fun. So cooking and DJing were like the first things that I really did with my hands. Then I built houses for a few years around town. It was cool back in the 90s. And after that, I stayed in the kitchen, though. I always cooked no matter where I went. So, yeah, that's about it. And then after working a lot, I finally went to school. Am I too loud?
No, you're
close?
good.
No,
You're good.
no.
You're good. I just helping you out.
We're turning you up.
Yeah. Now you're too close.
No, I'm looking at myself.
there we go.
And I look like
Now
Rudolph.
yeah, you
I
do.
look-
Yeah, you
I
got a red
big
nose.
red nose right now.
That's awesome.
Okay, yeah, that does sound better.
Yeah.
I don't sound like I'm talking from over there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you sound like you're in the other room.
All right.
Well,
Did you guys see that hand come into the screen like
Did you
that?
see that? Yeah.
I didn't see it at first, but then I just realized that it had to come on.
Yeah.
Where was I?
You just started cooking.
You're talking about a
using
white
your
hand?
hands,
You're talking about a
DJing.
white hand coming over? Oh,
Yeah.
no, that was something else?
My hands have always been busy with work, busy trying to outperform myself. I guess I've been hard on myself to the point where I have to compete to please myself.
There you go.
You're always your biggest competitor.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
we all are, too, on our show as well. We're all pushing ourselves to be better.
Yeah,
I guess you could
on a
say.
regular
Yeah.
basis.
That's
yes.
kind of the deal. Like,
Yeah.
like looking at my flyer, I mean, I'm not sure what you have on your tablet, but if you are on Facebook, just pull, like, slightly go to my page and go way back. You can see my flyers were crap. I had a great designer,
Yeah.
but I didn't care too much about the photos that I had. I just kind of slapped them on there. But now,
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks legit.
yeah, and now, and that's kind of like the whole thing is, how can I be better? Because and it's kind of like, I'm from the 70s denim jeans commercial, Vidal Sassoon. If
Okay.
you don't look good, we don't look good. And really, if I can't make them look good, my product is crap.
So do you have them take their new photos for your thing, or do you
I book
have
photo shoots for
Okay,
them.
okay.
And I got that from a guy who I did my first show with that basically got me the connection at Stand Up Live. Shout out to, let me see if I can get his name. Shout out to Xander. Young Hispanic promoter. Dude is busy, 3 times busy,
Yeah.
And a lot of respect for he's a young dude, man. I got a lot of respect for that guy. But his promotion game, his flyers, and his visuals were like, man, they were mind blowing. I was like, man, this is what you do for a living.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I can transfer that into promotion. And I'm like,
Yeah.
So he would always do a photo shoot before every event, but it was like a photo video log,
Yeah.
and it was like a flyer, an action flyer per each comic.
Very cool.
It was killer. So I'm not. I don't have that right now, but I do have a graphic designer who can make, take the pictures that we get from one photographer, same
Okay.
resolution, and all that stuff.
Those look good, though. Looks
does.
Really good. Looks
Well,
legit
before
for sure.
again, I had a great graphic designer. Always had good designers.
Yeah.
It was just I didn't care enough to spend the money really
Right.
Okay.
to say let's do a photo shoot or get a photographer and ask them, can you take pictures of all these guys, some in different poses for different events coming up with different themes. It's gonna be pretty cool because I'm a big dreamer. I'm always thinking about how to be different.
Right.
Because we're all the same. I mean, comedy's comedy. It can be served up 1,000 ways. It just depends on what you want to laugh at, and it depends on what entertains you.
Right.
Because I'm trying to get out. It's so hard for me to get out because I'm competing with myself. So it's hard for me to go see someone else's event.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
gotcha.
have an event that night too.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not because I want an event because someone else has one. I want that event to see if I can be better tomorrow, just 24 hours now, instead of next week.
Right.
I want to be 24 hours better every day because that's going to get me 365 days better for 2020.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you said you started off, in food, and then you went into DJing. Well, you were kind of doing both at the same time. What led you into comedy, more so local Phoenix comedy?
Wow, that's awesome. That's a great question because so many people. Hold on.
You're a little bit parched.
I told you I couldn't spit on it, man. Caught in mouth. I'm not spitting on
Yeah,
nothing.
now you're good to go. A little bit, just a little bit.
Right. That's just for the next paragraph, next couple of sentences. No, but what was the question?
How'd you get into Phoenix local comedy? Yeah, what drove you to do that? I'm guessing it's probably the DJ world.
Oh man, you hit it on the head. I was DJing a local comedy show.
Yeah.
I was actually I wasn't even really helping assist.
Oh, the band's here.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
So what did I do?
The audience will show up too. Sorry, they threw
right.
you off.
No, I didn't.
Turn it down, band.
I was really looking for like.
Yeah, were you looking for the band?
Give me the
Where they
sticks. I want to bang on the drums. No, but I was DJing a local comedy event. I wasn't really a part of like the entire process putting the show together, but there were auditions of local comics, and that's how I met some of the comedians just from DJing.
Okay.
And one particular night, Joe Kimmel was performing. I didn't know anything about local comedy.
Yeah.
But the week before, I had met Brian Ritchie, and I think prior to that, I met Brian Ritchie and Clayton Perkins, I think, on the same show. And I met Jill and, did I say James? No, Jill and J-Mac, I think I met on the same show. So, almost got me. Whenever you guys got in these red cups, man.
That water goes smooth.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. But I made a little connection with them, just talked to them afterwards. And then as time went on, the producer, promoter of the show, things just didn't work out. I don't want to make it sound like that was bad blood, but the pruning process had started right then.
Yeah.
I needed to go my own direction, plant my own seeds, and figure out some things. And somebody, gave me a few lineups. Jill gave me a few names, and I worked with those people. And from that, it just kept steamrolling. And it got bigger.
Growing.
Yeah. It's been actually 10 years in October of this year.
That was actually my next question.
Like
Yeah.
how long
10
you been
years.
doing
Wow,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
So from 3 shows with that local promoter, after the 3rd show, things didn't go well. I started my own. And it was because I put a lot of ideas into his event. And I thought, well, if they're working here and I give them to you,
Yeah.
right, there's no ownership. In fact, I should be the one who's upset, but I'll pleasantly take my knowledge and see that it works and apply it somewhere else.
There we go.
Very cool.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. That's very cool. What?
No,
I have a question. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Shit, I wasn't ready for that.
You can cuss.
Yeah, we can't. Go cuss away.
Yeah.
Yes.
We let anything fly on the show. So,
So you talked, when we talked off camera before we started, I liked your analogy on the pruning. Your whole talk about how, jump into that a little bit, like how your philosophy is on basically how I like how you basically grow things, like you base your life on how you grow things in a sense, and even real life when you grow plants and whatnot. So talk a little bit about that. Talk about how you
Look at this.
we're ready.
Man, we're somewhat ready.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
If I had a charger, it would go right under the
yeah,
bottom.
then
My
you'd be
phone
good to
would
go.
die. Man, look at this.
But yeah, talk a little bit, because I like how you talked on that, and that was a really cool way to look at things on how.
It's funny. You know what? No, I have to put it on that because I'm right in front of you. This hangover recovery.
Oh yeah, that's one of our other sponsors.
And I was just thinking, you know what? I could go above it and one of those, right?
You mean you like put your own thing up there? Is that what you mean, or what do you? You mean
just
you're
so
talking about
everyone
your
sees
own
my
thing?
promotion? They'll
you
see that because then I'll be.
There you go. Throw those up there.
All right. So what was
basically you're pruning?
sidetrack, Bobby?
Yeah.
You guys got me in full effect right now.
Hey, that's don't worry. That hasn't even happened yet. As far as the bouncy ball, that's one of the things that we do.
No,
bouncy ball. It goes off topic like fucking just
Okay.
left and right is what normally happens. So right now we're actually like on point. Surprisingly.
We are, surprisingly. So
but
you're more than welcome to take the bouncy ball.
take it
though.
somewhere else.
Just throw
like,
it wherever you want to, and
Okay.
just take us off into Never Land.
Talking about space and shit. Neverland. That's not talking about Michael Jackson.
That's a different Neverland.
That's a fucking downer right now. You don't want to talk about that shit.
We were talking about never do it again land, like Neverland, the castle.
You can't bring that shit up.
I would say, what's the question again? But that would be like the third
Your-
time.
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying
our
that
philosophy
question.
on
Your
pruning.
Your pruning philosophy.
Yeah.
I liked
Honestly,
it.
that's funny because I mentioned that raising my daughter, we did the church thing. We did it together, but it's always from a message in church. Like you get your best, you get the information because I would have never known about pruning. I knew about it I was a landscaper for a little while, so I knew a little bit about.
See, I wish Albert was here.
You guys
really?
can relate.
Yeah, he's a landscaper.
He would probably be all over it. He would stop me in the middle and be like, no, because
that's not
at
how
first,
you do it.
Exactly.
That's normally what he would do. He gets mad when you talk about landscaping the wrong way. Albert gets mad.
Yeah.
I totally
He
get it.
hulks out.
He does. He turns like super big and brown.
Mexican green is what he turns.
Which he would love to be super big and brown.
Yeah.
We're
Mexican
touching on
green is
talking
much
shit
different
about
than Canadian
Hummer.
green.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
All right, just wanted to clarify.
Depends on who you know.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
very true. Would you grow this?
Which is a life lesson. It's who you know, not what you know.
Exactly. I mean, Albert is here in spirit with our Tyrion character here.
Is
that him right there?
He's
Yeah.
life size.
They're about
almost.
the same size.
Oh,
A little
that's
bit.
right. That's
Albert's
right.
a little bit taller.
And a half.
He is. Wow,
I wish I had like a rotator. I could push the button and be like, camera too.
Oh, we do definitely need to do that. That's
that
next.
would be kind of cool.
What's that?
To
To have what you said, like basically
a
the
couple
whole
cameras so we
camera
can
two,
rotate.
camera one.
That's what I
camera
used to
two,
do in the
camera-
church. I used to.
Very
Oh,
nice.
really?
So back to the pruning process.
Yeah, see, bouncy ball. See that shit works?
Yes, you got the ball bouncer right here. Pass me the ball.
Yeah.
No.
I'm over here, Kobe. Fucking pass it.
No way, Shaq. I can dunk it. You can dunk it from the free throw line. It's always a message from church, and learning in church. You know, it doesn't matter what platform you learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people call all their religions one thing of what it is, whatever they believe. But bottom line is, you go get a message.
Yeah.
So those messages come from being in church about the pruning process. Really about, you know, the dead branches could kill the whole tree. But
Yeah.
if there's a little bit of life and you take all the dead branches off, the tree will live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you put that into life's perspective, I'll use MC Hammer as a great example, because he had to cut he had a bunch of dead branches in his organization.
With their hands out.
They didn't have their hands out, their hands were in his pocket.
Yeah.
Hands out are like waiting for money. Those,
Yeah,
those,
they
these
were-
cats
they got it.
Yeah,
They
they
had
were
the
taking
money.
it before.
Very
he was
true.
there.
Right. So, you know, I just believe the pruning process is necessary, not just to keep what you have, because what you are earning should be reinvested in the project.
Okay.
All the parts don't need reinvestment. They need to learn how to work better. Because if there's a bad part in your car, you don't replace your car. You go replace that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all the parts have to work. If they
Yeah.
don't, then you have one problem. And that one problem will see, well, if we're weak over here, this belt will break. When that belt breaks, then there's no power from your alternator. When your alternator's not kicking power, it's draining your battery.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
see what it does to the battery? That's what the pruning process is about. It drains your life unless you take those dead things off you. Unless they can produce for themselves while being with you,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to cut them off. That means everybody's doing their part.
Yeah.
Right.
But if one person's doing all the work and everybody's eating the same, that was in NWA. That was in, you know, the whole movie there. Ice Cube wasn't having it. How come you up here with lobster and we got bags of Burger King?
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to sit at the same table, but it depends on how hard you work.
Yeah. Very true.
I can't put you at the head of the table, but everybody else did like 100% and you did 10.
Yeah.
I can't put you at because then I'm wrong for including you with everybody who busted their backside.
At the same
Yeah.
time, though, don't you think that with being an entrepreneur, like not everybody can do 100%? Like maybe you need just a few that do the 80, instead. Not nobody that does 10%, but I mean,
We're trained to
almost
do
to
10%.
your level is what I'm
We're
saying. Like
trained
you
to
want
do
to surround because it's your business. You're the one accountable for yourself, right?
I'm only accountable for the show.
Okay.
I'm not accountable for the individuals. I can only try to motivate them, which I really want to do,
Yeah.
because I'm not a comedian.
I think you're funny, Bobby.
You're hilarious.
But still, to my point, I don't
Right.
want to. That's not what I want to be. I understand I'm funny. I have to entertain.
Yeah.
I have to entertain rough crowds, wedding crowds that are not black wedding crowds. Don't want to see a black DJ. You want to know what else? Black wedding crowds don't want a black DJ they don't know.
Oh, wow.
Really? Wow. This is like
It's a tough market.
This is a. What do you do?
He gets to know everybody.
Look, man, in business, I get to say, hey, this is what I charge. This is great. I got a cousin that's a DJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I can't dispute that any longer.
Nice. See? You're a comedian.
No, I'm serious.
I know, but I'm just it's
Sometimes
awesome.
the
That's
truth
funny.
hurts and
I
sometimes
know,
the truth
it's-
is funny.
That's why
Yeah.
it's weird because most truths to me are just funny.
I want everybody's gig. I want a chance to entertain everyone.
Right.
And that doesn't happen because everyone doesn't want this one entertainer.
Right.
Everybody has their own flavor. Everybody on that show up there, you can see that they're different because I'm concerned about my consumer.
This is America.
Right.
That's a good mix of
Well,
what you got going on there.
when I was raised by the military base in San Bernardino, California, Norton Air Force Base, even as a kid before, that it was the melting pot. I used to watch stuff
Yeah,
on
California.
school, or just what was it? After school special, Scholastics, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Magic School Bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everything was about the melting pot, the magic school. Think you're thinking mushrooms, not
Yeah.
school bus.
Oh, the audience is here.
I brought them with me.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
He sold tickets at the door.
2
You're
for
always,
1.
you're always one step ahead. You're always one step ahead. Goddamn multitasking.
You guys are funny. Put you guys on the show.
We know we try.
I'm gonna give you guys. There you
There
go.
we go.
Give us some. We actually did our first Facebook Live this week
Last week, yeah,
on Wednesday,
Oh wow.
which we've never done it, and it was different.
Was it?
So I think they can hear everything. So
Oh, okay.
so,
That's good.
Yeah, because I don't want them to see me now. I want them to see you
See
guys.
us?
Okay.
Okay. So that,
Just
yeah.
for like a couple of minutes, because
Yeah, and then
Yeah, we don't need that.
because
much.
somebody's
It's gonna
gonna
be too much.
All the messages are gonna be like, "Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Who are these
These
guys?
guys. This isn't Bobby. These guys hacked you.
Russians.
Russians.
They gotta be Russians.
Fucking Russian hackers.
What
They're
happened to your
everywhere.
complexion, Bobby? I don't know.
I grew a beard. I mean, I was trying before, but I got the chia pet going on now.
Beard.
Pour
Yeah,
some
Mark-
water on that face.
Mark does have a beard for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Phoenix's local comedy.
I love
Yes.
Who should we be checking out? Who is somebody that's on your radar? Who is someone? Yeah, someone that's just
who do you
interested.
think? Well, I don't know. I guess are you saying like next level kind of thing, or is that what you're getting at? Or
No, I want to keep it local. I mean, maybe they're on the rise.
Well, there's
Yeah,
some.
who
They
there-
could be brand new and still be on the rise. I mean,
Right.
just anybody that you have interest in right now.
honestly, I think everybody knows. Red Solo Cup. I think everybody has kind of an idea. I'm all for. I don't even want to call us the underdog. I'm all for the new guy.
Okay.
yeah,
I'm all for a home team if there is such a thing. I'm all for what happens here. Not necessarily needs to stay here, but it needs to grow here together. Because when you go somewhere and you find out that you're by yourself and you're not welcomed when you get back, there's just a lot of, I don't know, it's so much separation. And I'll start at the top with government. I mean,
Nice.
because both sides of the line, you have people who have to choose a side.
Yeah.
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 That's just basically waking up and choosing a side on, do I believe in this side's policies or this side's policies? And then that's who I'm going to be. And then you take that crap, and people don't realize it, but what you practice at home in private is what you are preparing for publicly. Another church message.
Oh, wow, that's really good.
Another message from a different church.
That's good.
But it's true.
I feel
Because-
moved.
It is.
I feel moved on this Sunday. Just so you know.
And it is Sunday, isn't it?
It is
that's
Sunday. Yeah.
yeah.
Our normal recording day.
So honestly, that's just how I've always viewed it. It's like, what are the best parts of the message that I can apply to my life? And I'm like, okay, if it's positive, the message was all supposed to be all positive, right? No matter what. So I took it that way,
Yeah.
and I applied it to my life that way.
Okay.
So I'm for everyone who really wants it.
Yeah.
I can't want something for you more than you do.
Do you see somebody right now that's out there?
There are too many.
Too many. Okay.
There are too many.
Is the market flooded right now?
Market's not flooded. I think we all just need to, again, the camaraderie is, I mean, a championship team is not a championship team because the defense hates the offense and the offense hates the special teams and the special
Yeah.
teams hates the kickoff team. And,
all one.
they love the idea of showing up in that jersey, that game day on practice. I used to play. My mom will tell you I would get ready at 6 a.m. for 11 o'clock games.
Very
and
nice.
Full cleats and everything the house.
How many volleyball games did you win?
I won all my volleyball games, and see that's funny because I played volleyball too.
Did you? Not, see, I knew you were a jack of all
I
trades.
played volleyball in the church league. We give sermons during volleyball.
Nice, of course. You got to spread the word. There's no sleep for for others.
We were grains of
wicked?
sand on the volleyball
Very
court.
nice.
Since we've been kind of having
A difficult time getting me in the studio.
we have had a difficult time. Yeah, we have had a difficult time getting.
Damn it!
you
I'll
in.
do my own drums.
There they go.
No, we have had a difficult time getting in the studio, but one thing I've noticed with us starting our podcast and having local comedians from Phoenix, the greater area of Phoenix, on, I'm starting to realize that Phoenix might be like the next big comedy hub. How do you view that?
Yeah, let's talk about CB Live opening up, right? So now there's
Yes.
3 big ones, right?
Yes.
So that's kind of a big thing, and they're saying this is kind of a big hub, or becoming a big hub for
It is. It's,
the
it's-
U.S.
It's going to be. I actually thought of it a few years back. I thought it was like in a positive way that comedy was an epidemic. It was just it's everywhere. It's in strip clubs. It's in bars. It's at the
We're
horse
going to the
track.
wrong strip clubs, dude.
strip clubs.
Well, I've never done a show in a strip club, but there have been some shows.
Is that a bucket list thing you want to do? Or?
Nah, actually, you know what? I've only been to a few strip clubs. I have some friends that actually. That's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Strip club. I mean,
I don't think the audience believes you.
I'm telling the truth. Strip clubs really aren't my thing. I mean, it's cool to see naked ladies. I'm
That's
a
true.
real
You can't-
dude.
yeah,
I
you can't.
love nudity.
Yeah.
But after a while, it's like, okay, it's prostitute. I'm sorry, you're taking money, and I'm not giving you money.
Close.
I'm not giving you money.
Yeah.
And if that's what it is, then I need.
My accountant said no today. I can't do that.
No.
I don't even know why.
Is it weird every time I go, I try to save them? That's what happens.
You just need a captain hat.
Yeah, no.
I am the captain, and I'm going to save these.
I'm gonna be like, hey, so
women.
what's going on with you? I talk too deep with
These
them.
gentle ladies of
It's
the night.
fucked up. Like I don't know why I do it.
So cinnamon.
Yeah. So cinnamon.
What's
why?
your major?
Yeah. So cinnamon. Why are you so sad? I'm not sad. I'm smiling. Those are 4 smiles. So I don't know.
Oh, my headphones are.
Yeah. I don't know why that happens, but I do that.
That is not
Maybe.
money well spent.
I know
Yeah,
it is
no.
not. It's not.
You're wasting a lot of money.
To try to save them.
I think, they're where they want to be.
That's true.
Yeah.
Whether it's for a degree or not, that's
Very true. That's normally what happens. I mean, it's like 25% of the time it happened. I don't go too much anymore. 'Cause,
I'm a firm believer in higher education, so I make
Yeah,
sure I spend
yeah.
at least $1.
all right. There you go. You know what I like to do? I like to invite them to the show so they can get me they can tip me out.
get that money back. That's
My
why.
homeboy said he was over at Centerfolds. We got the Centerfold girls here tonight. They all bought 2 tickets
Yeah.
each. So no, that's never really been my thing. I have been, and some of the ladies are nice.
Yeah.
Nothing against anybody or their thing, but that's just not one of my big. That was never like, man, I'm going to the strip club. I was like, man, I got paid. I am staying home.
Yeah.
Today's payday. It's some money on Monday.
Right.
Yeah, good. I accidentally did do some spending at a strip club about 8 or 9 years ago, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Went to the ATM, and I was like, "What the
Oh,
hell?"
that's even worse. That's the worst. Because you spent like $10 just to get your money out. That's the worst.
And the
That's
worst-
That's
no.
the next day upset.
Yes.
Like, oh, shit.
The
That's
worst part is you leave frustrated. You're like, "I got money out though." That's what the money was for.
So I knew
Right?
things were going on the right direction. Shit didn't happen. So
oh
true.
gosh, yeah. I think that's a common problem with
Yeah, that is.
when everybody goes to the strip club
with the
Nothing
patrons.
happened, man.
So true.
Yeah. Do you guys eat when you go there?
No, I've never ate at
I
a strip
have.
club ever.
I've ate at Christie's before.
You have?
I have. I
Was
went
it,
there
did they
during
have
the
like
afternoon.
a breast and thigh special, or
No,
like what was?
I don't even. I think it was chicken tenders. I think I
Everything
had
tastes
fried.
like chicken.
Probably. Everything's deep fried. Yeah. That was the one time ever.
You could have baked
Long
that
time
one and
ago.
it would have tasted like chicken.
Yeah. They cook everything in the same fryer shit, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah. No. Would I do it again? No, I would not eat at a strip club, but that was like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah. So,
Well,
yeah.
No, couldn't be 20 years ago. So 15 years ago.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. 20 years would have been too long.
It was yesterday. Don't lie.
Yeah. No, a couple weeks ago. It was cool. I tried to save the chick, but she didn't leave with me. I was trying to get her on a better path.
She was like, "No, I like
thanks.
the,
I like it here.
the
What?
braless idea is perfect
Yeah, this
for me."
is getting money. School is not fun.
You can't come in here with that white shirt, black tie.
Yeah, spreading my Mormon ways. Yeah,
Is that your 10-speed
yeah,
friend?
yeah. I left my biker hat in the on the bike. What do you mean?
Right?
How'd you know?
Oh man, you guys are hilarious.
We try.
It's hit or miss.
So I'll do some quick shameless promotion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do
This
your thing.
Friday night at Toso's Toso's is the comic club. Toso's Bar and Grill. Got a handful of local comedians. I left my notebook where I named them all off, and I'm on Facebook Live, so I can't go to my phone and find out what the lineup is. But I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll tag it in the
Very
comments.
nice.
There you
Very
go.
Nice.
It's
So
on
this
your,
Friday-
It's on your Facebook though, right?
This Friday, yes, it is.
All right. Make sure I'll go grab it right now. While we're doing that, let's go into one of our topics that we've
Topics.
had.
Let's do it.
Spielberg versus Netflix.
Yeah, are you familiar with this? So Steven Spielberg. Oh,
I
dear.
just looked
No,
over
I
there and
have
saw
to.
my name and everything. I was like,
Wait, why am I here?
"What is that?"
You should figure out that you're here.
And it's exactly the way you said it.
You know what's
earlier.
funny is, so I went to go open Facebook, and the first thing that pops up is your live video, and I was hearing I was like,
Oh,
what the
you
hell?
were hearing
Who
yourself.
else is in this room?
That's awesome.
I was trying to add more people, but my signal's low.
So there's a new thing, or apparently Steven Spielberg, big
What is he
film
doing?
guy.
He buying it out or something?
He's talking. He's upset with Netflix. He doesn't want Netflix to be in the running for Oscars. So you in the entertainment world, it was kind of a good topic to kind of talk about. So
Yeah, so,
he
sorry to interrupt.
No,
you,
go ahead.
but
Do your
the Steven Spielberg feels that Netflix isn't going through the right channels. Like, Steven Spielberg is like Scientology to the entertainment world of movies, right? That you got to be in a club, you got to do the right things. Where Netflix is going off on an entrepreneur type, and that's kind of why we wanted to bring this up and get your viewpoint on it, because Netflix is changing the game.
they are
Right.
they're bringing the movies and everything, the big game things, the big names to your home. They're not. Steven Spielberg's argument is you have to go to the movie theaters, see the movie that you really want to see. Everybody likes it. They vote on the Academy Award, and that's it. So basically, Steven Spielberg doesn't want Netflix movies that are really big in Netflix world to win anything. Like
Yeah.
he wants to keep it all to the movies that you go and see at the theaters. So that's kind of his argument there, which I see both sides. But
I was just going to say, I get it,
Yeah.
but that's not where we are anymore. Mm-hmm. There's a certain amount of acceptance that we're all going to have to bow down to.
I think Steven Spielberg is showing his
He-
olderness. Like
He's showing
not
his age.
he's not
Yeah.
he's not adapting to how things change because they change. You got to
Exactly.
roll with it, right?
And that's exactly kind of why I said it that way, is
Yeah.
because, it's just like hip-hop music, today's artist, not
Yeah.
today's music. Today's artist versus yesterday's artist.
Yeah.
Different people.
Yeah,
They're different people.
Yeah.
These are I will say these are our children. Some of our
Oh,
children's
yeah, yeah.
friends.
and they're now making music.
Right. So as a DJ, it's hard for some of me to tolerate a lot of it because
You're not digging it like you did.
it doesn't they're not talking to me.
Oh, yeah.
My guys are acting now. They're the guys that I grew up listening to are on TV.
Yep.
You know,
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Ice T.
Yeah.
Who else? LL Cool J's got a TV
Snoop
program.
Snoop had a.
He's got 3 shows.
Does he? Well, I know he had that game show.
He's got
Cooking with Martha?
and
Cooking with Martha.
hey man,
Shit.
have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
You
I
should
can't
watch
knock
it.
No,
I can't knock it.
I watched
You
some
should
of it.
watch
it. See
Yeah.
it.
The reason you should watch
Those two
it
click, man.
is
It's
thank you.
They must make the best brownies.
That's man. They make the best everything. But that's the point I'm trying to make. Is those are 2 people,
Different worlds.
different worlds. But watch this. I don't.
And different strokes.
No, watch.
Sorry.
There's-
Had a good-
yes, Willis.
Jesus. Really?
Sorry. That's how quick it turns.
No, but honestly, look at the 2 of them from 2 completely different worlds.
Right.
You know, before the cooking show, Martha went to prison and is a felon.
Yeah.
Snoop got acquitted and is
Yep.
not a felon.
Yep.
But they're both from a criminalized background,
Yeah.
and they're doing something together from 2 completely different worlds, and one is a felon and one isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Now cross those lines, and people would draw the line to Snoop.
Right?
Oh,
No, if
very true.
they didn't know,
Like-
they wouldn't put it on her.
They don't know that she
Yeah.
was a part of a big Ponzi scheme, had the
Right.
money off the top, and got tipped and got millions, maybe a
Yeah.
couple of billion. So her getting out and partnering with somebody who was once in trouble was smart.
Yeah.
Because
so it
now
kind of
look
makes
at
her credible and like.
Both of them are now credible.
Yeah.
She gave him credibility, and he gave her street credit.
Yep. I think it gave both peoples both
Both
sides,
peoples.
both peoples.
Tell him, Willis.
Tell him, Willis. Come on.
Both people.
What you talking about? What you talking about? But yeah, I think it gives both sides credibility, and it gives them both sides to basically talk about, their experiences, and to get, I think to reach both sides of the audience, right? Like, so it can get Snoop's audience to Martha's, and Martha's
And
audience
then you
to Snoop.
find out that they're just 2 real people behind it.
Right.
That's Tuesday. Yeah. See how much I have. I swear, me and my dude have so much going on that
You're too busy.
we're actually competing against. He's competing against himself, and we're watching each other compete against each other.
Very nice.
You are your own competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I wore a T-shirt last night for St. Patrick's Day up in Baghdad, Arizona. And I got the T-shirt at the Nike store. It's just a green T-shirt with orange print. And
It says Baghdad?
No, it says I have no rivals. And it's not saying that nobody can do what I'm doing. It's not saying anything negative about anybody else. It says everything about me against me.
Very nice.
And so many people need, I don't know what it is, competition. I don't. I'm pretty good at making myself get up at 4 a.m. and do whatever I have to do.
Yeah.
And I watch.
Well, there's a difference between being competitive
And having a
and competing against people. So you can be competitive and not worry about competition.
But that's hard though.
It is.
It's hard.
But
It is.
you're competing, as I've been saying this episode, you're
Against
competing
yourself.
with yourself. So
Right.
you're trying to be better than you were the day before.
Yeah.
I feel like in the entertainment industry, as we're diving into it with this podcast, I feel like there's a plethora of avenues. There's
Good
volume.
word. Good word.
Plethora.
Yeah. Plethora.
And that's from Three Amigos, the movie.
Yeah. Is it?
It is.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
There's an abundance of everything. So there's a piece of the pie for everybody to go out there. So all you need to do is just be better than yourself. You don't have to compete with anybody whatsoever.
Right.
Float away.
What happened? What
He
happened?
had the sticker up and he was just like letting it float away.
He said the bouncing ball.
The bouncy ball has made an appearance in the show a couple times already.
Oh man.
You know what I like? You know what I like about you? That you've been on here.
What I like about you.
Yes.
Keep me up at night. I'm
Exactly. You do. Keep me up.
me up at
That's
night.
weird. That sounds weird.
Yeah.
No.
Carry on.
You're very.
Carry on.
Keep talking. That you're very. You're a good. You're very good motivational speaker. Like you kind of are. Do you have any motivational speakers that you listen to, or that you strive to listen to, or that you follow?
Nothing.
Because you seem like you follow a good path of like.
I've been through my own hell.
Okay.
I don't need
Okay.
someone to tell me the hell that I've been through, how to get out of it.
Nice.
They weren't there when I was there, and they haven't been there for 23, 4, 5 years. Pfft.
Nice. So
If I'm not falling yet, I'm doing pretty good motivating myself.
good.
And
All right.
people around me. That's how come that's why it's more than one person on the show. It's why it's a handful all the time.
Right.
Because that's what's necessary.
Yeah.
It's necessary. We don't all get the break that some of us deserve. Some of us don't deserve to be on the show.
Yeah.
But we don't get enough opportunity.
Right.
I don't care what you look like, clearly. I care if you're entertaining. I care if you can move the crowd.
Yeah.
I care if you can gain a fan.
Were you looking at me when you said what you look like?
Yeah, I looked
you looked
right at you.
me.
But
'cause
it was see, I can see the
I felt-
poster over you.
I
right?
felt, yeah, because I felt a little.
Yeah. There's your head.
Yeah. So I'm moving so you can see the poster. So I'm not in the way. I feel the judgment. Just so you know.
No, it wasn't judgment. But I was looking at
Yeah.
the cast
Right.
once
Right.
again
Right.
to remind myself that sometimes
It's a handful of fun.
right. I have to remind myself that it's not about me.
Right. Good.
And sometimes it's hard because all the work you put in, it doesn't matter who the you are, or you is. It doesn't matter who you are. If you put in a lot of work, you sometimes forget that it is your work because
Yeah.
it's for other people. And other people don't see that. The audience sees it because it's for the audience first.
Right.
But without the audience, why would I produce a show with 10 people? Because I want those 10 people to be seen. I want those, but I need more than 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
I need more than that.
You need a crowd, right?
Yeah.
I need a crowd, but ultimately, here comes the big punch that you guys asked about earlier. What about local comedy? Okay, let's just start with the home comics and say 3 names. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel, I think he was on the radio station. He was at Kiss FM, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
David Spade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's local.
He grew up on McClintock or, wherever he grew up in North Scottsdale.
Yeah.
They used to be local,
Yeah.
but their tickets are $75 plus across the country, right? But when they come here 25 years ago, he was on the same circuit we're doing now.
Yeah. He was just doing the grind.
Yep.
So I'm not waiting to see the next David Spade. I'm waiting on 20 David Spades to
Yeah.
all be famous from Phoenix to where their name means something across the country.
Very cool.
Because there's more opportunity than Phoenix, but I can't take those risks. I'm being honest. I have more opportunity outside of the state, but I can't use them.
Yeah.
It would look bad on me to go out there and know that I don't really have the support that I need from the local base that I would take with me
Yeah.
to partner up with the locals from another city.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Very cool.
There's so much for everybody else that I only need a little bit.
Yeah.
And if everybody saw it, the big picture, because it's all colored in, the lines, I went through the lines with a black marker and shaded the sunshine and
Nice.
put little sun ray
Nice.
bars off the sun and put some clouds up there, just a few. It's a big picture, man.
You have to. You have to look at the
Did
big
you just
picture,
fucking
though.
Bob Ross that right
I
there?
think you did.
You
It
fucking
was
Bob
like I
Ross
put
that. See, you're a fucking comedian. That was awesome. You put a fucking happy cloud and shit and a tree in the corner
Right.
and the
That's
nice
all-
little shack right
And I
here.
shaded it in and put a knot
Yeah.
in the tree and some sap dripping out, 3 little drops.
You gotta
Yeah.
put a little bird up
And a
there.
little bird.
Put a bird on it.
Happy little tree.
Put a little bird on it. Oh my god.
Oh,
Portlandia, here we
shit.
come.
That's awesome.
Not many people will get that.
People need to get out more. People need to explore and find out that there's a corner of something for someone everywhere. And if you explore it,
Yes.
you can win.
Yes.
Knowing a little bit about a lot is fantastic.
Yes. I agree.
That's our whole show. That
It's
actually
really-
should be our
that
bio.
should be our-
Knowing
Damn
a
it,
little
it's
bit of
4.5, amigo. 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a new job. Damn it.
We got back. I'm gonna have you back here next week.
Tune in next Sunday
No, fuck
for
that. Tell Albert he can't come back.
life. You're replaced.
Albert, you've been replaced.
Albert. Are you my friend on Facebook? Still?
Not anymore. Not
Still?
anymore. He could probably chime in. Well, I don't know if he follows Bobby. He could chime
No,
in.
he does though.
Does he?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, where the
That's
hell is
funny.
he? He's not following me
He's
now.
not there.
He's in fucking Mexico right
yeah,
now.
he's
Well, I don't know if we
He's
can drop F-bombs
Yep.
on his
on your Facebook Live.
on your
yeah.
Facebook
It's
Live.
okay, I didn't say
Here
it.
comes.
Oh, nice. This running by. That's hilarious.
Uno, dos, tres.
That was
Dos y media.
That was Albert talking. That's awesome.
All right, man.
We really didn't get into Spielberg versus.
We did.
No,
did.
we kinda jumped over it.
Yeah, we did. That's normally how it goes.
But you know
we
what? Let me
touched
go
on
back to Spielberg because what did he direct?
some
Close
of the
Encounters.
Yeah, some of the greatest
E.T.
movies ever.
E.T.
Yeah.
See, that's how you notice I named the planetary galactic solar
Yours-
system.
Oh, you're gonna jump in your space talk
No, I'm not going to go on my space talk, but I'm just saying
because you had some good space talks.
it's
earlier.
out of this world.
It is.
What he wants.
He did Indiana Jones. He did Jurassic Park. He did Jaws.
Okay, so let's stop at the last Jurassic Park that did not reach the millennials.
You mean the newer one, or are you talking
No.
about? Okay, so
If
like
you want to go two, I said
You
the
wanna go-
last, but if you want to do two,
no,
we can.
no, you're right. You're right. So you want to do? So not the first one. You're talking about the third one. I don't know if he did. I don't think he did all three. I think he did the first one. I don't know if he did
I
the
thought
other
there was
two.
five.
I'd have to look it
There
up.
are five.
Okay,
There are five.
so Jurassic World, 86 that. The one
Yeah.
before that, 86 that.
Yeah.
The next one after that,
The third one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
that's where he stopped reaching the masses.
Yeah.
With Jurassic Park.
And that's if that was him. I don't know if he did.
That was
'Cause
his
that's,
last
That's
one.
the one with William H Macy.
Oh, I think you're right.
I don't think he did. I only think he did the first one.
So to my point, his money's good. He should be
Yeah.
should be good with his money and like
And not care. Why you?
thank you. He shouldn't
Yeah.
care about Netflix dollars. That's the new thing on the rise.
Yeah.
It is.
I can't be concerned, though I tried. It's a fact that you're concerned about things that can affect your money.
Yeah. You know what? I bet you he did. I think he did this as a conspiracy theorist in my head.
Uh-oh.
Right? Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go, Willis. Conspiracy.
I think he did this to fight with Netflix to then get a deal with them to save money and make a picture cheaper and then make money off of it.
And push his product through him.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Wow.
right now,
Wow.
because
Why not make
Honestly-
an avenue to make money off of controversy?
And I just said
you're-
it.
And you're gaining
I just
notoriety
said his
on what's
money
going
is
on.
good, didn't I? I said his
Yes,
money is good.
yeah.
Yeah. So why?
But there's a new generation
Yeah.
of money coming.
And that's the money you want to get.
And that if you don't get any of it,
Yep.
he wants some of it. And the only way he's
Any
going to get
publicity
it
is better than it. So if it's,
you-
even if it's negative publicity, it's still good publicity.
Exactly. It's controversy.
So, yeah.
It sparks
Somebody
up
has to
sparks
give
up
in.
So he
he's
Yeah.
forcing his hand.
Yeah,
Yep.
he puts a rift in there, thinking that there's drama that
Yep.
doesn't need to be, and then eventually they come
and now
together.
they're going to make a show because
Oh,
based
shit.
on this story here,
Ready Player 2. Here it
yeah,
comes.
for real, another movie. Based on this story, 2 days ago on the 14th, so 3 days ago, that they made up. So there's a truce between.
Netflix and Spielberg.
Yeah, so I bet you
Oh,
that's
shit.
what's
There
going to
it is.
happen.
That's the beginning of Ready
New
Player
money.
2.
Yeah, here it goes. So they're going to be
New
like
money.
a series of Spielberg movies on Netflix at a discounted price
Yep.
to make more for him. And boom,
That's where
boom.
we were.
You can get 3 Spielberg movies for $10 for $3.
Nice.
You know, that's it. You put in
Yeah.
Spielberg, put in 3 Spielberg movies, you get a discount. Put in this code on your
Well,
email.
Netflix paid Adam Sandler. Like they,
yeah,
like,
he made big money too.
yeah,
Okay.
big money.
Same thing. They'll
Yeah.
make
Same
big.
thing.
They'll
7 or
make
8
so much
movies.
money off of him, but he'll make more off of them.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
Look,
win-win. It's
let's
a
both
win-win.
use the same toilet paper. Just flip it over. Squeeze your shit in the middle.
double ply.
Squeeze your shit in the middle,
It's
and
a
I'll use the
fancy two-ply
edges.
shit, huh?
Very nice.
That's too much.
Oh man.
Nah.
Whatever you
That's
guys
good.
put in those cups made me come up with this shit. I
See,
don't think like
it's,
this.
We just
It's
tickle.
thought- it's
we
thought
tickle
juice.
your brain,
Thought
and then
juice.
it just comes out. Thought juice. Yeah,
Thought
that's what it
juice.
is.
I don't mess with thoughts.
That juice, yeah. leave that shit at the door.
All right. Well, let's move on to every time we have a guest on, we have this can, our trash can.
Oh shit, the trash talk.
Yep, trash talk. So we definitely there are things,
Kinda
topics
seen
in
it.
there that can go in good or bad. So if you want to pop that
Well,
open,
They're typically bad. But
My live feed, the light just dimmed on
oh
my
no,
power.
because
no.
your power, we're gonna lose them.
Bro, you're at 5%, in 2 seconds you were going. So I just take this out and read
Just
it.
take it out, read it,
and then we all answer to whatever it is.
I'm at 5%, you guys.
It might be a good they have to chime in and listen to figure out the rest. It's a good cliffhanger. Good job.
All right, so yes, I can do that.
Oh shit, that's kind of.
What do you think about the first or last time you masturbated?
Oh,
What did you think about the first time or last time you
The
masturbated?
first time, I'm gonna say about the first time.
Okay.
The first time, man, it was incredible.
Okay. Good.
I was like, what a discovery! And it was to some damn what do they call it? Aerobicize.
Oh, okay. Oh, so a workout video.
Yeah, workout
Jane
videos.
Fonda.
Jane Fonda wasn't even. This is the HBO shit. The HBO workout they had on like the leg warmers and the Vans, and then the big giant
Yeah.
bathing suit.
The whole leotard.
Yeah, that's what they call it, the leotard.
Yeah.
It had the leotard with the white tights on.
The
And
the buns of steel kind of.
yeah,
thing.
and they would point their knees east and west and squat down and show you just a full crotch shot, and I would push pause.
The good
That's it right there.
The good old pause and toss. Very nice.
And then you hit play like every now and then, just forward so she moves a little.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Pause. Play. Pause. Play.
Yeah, first time that was fun.
I would say for me, first time. We'll go first time, and then we'll go back, and then we'll do last time. Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
We'll do first time.
I should have turned it for facials.
First time. It was definitely like in like middle school, high school era, and then it was basically watching like Skinamax,
Okay.
Cinemax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Late night and
Same thing.
Yeah.
HBO workout
Yeah.
at 11:30.
Yeah. And that was definitely the first time for me.
Bootleg Spice.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Bootleg,
Wow.
yeah.
That was
So
good.
you
That's
used to have the
legit.
cable boxes, and then you had to get this magic wand
the
that
magic
you hooked
wand.
through the cable. Yeah, Bootleg Spice.
Nice, very good. And then what age range was that? Like middle school, high school?
Yeah, that was that was definitely middle school.
Okay.
I forgot I didn't disclose that mine was disclose that mine was 8th grade.
Okay, middle school.
Definitely
Good.
8th grade. Yeah,
Nice.
I remember summertime, boy. Couldn't wait for everybody to go
It
to
would
work.
have been bad. It would have been bad. It would have been bad if you were like, oh yeah, like I was 29.
Nah.
You
6
went-
weeks ago,
Wait a minute,
last
29.
Tuesday.
29. You were watching fucking exercise videos.
I still got them.
Still watching that shit on a loop.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so the latest one.
Latest one. It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
You get your needs good. Where you?
Yeah,
I
actually,
guess that's where it would be, right?
that's not
Yeah.
the highest thing on the
Yeah.
priority list right now.
Okay, yeah. You're working. You're working too much.
Yeah.
Your palms are.
We
good.
don't have time for this.
We working.
yeah. His hands are doing other things at the.
Yeah. So mine. Yeah, it's been a while, but it would probably be.
Lights out.
It'd be the Pornhub. Would be the.
Pornhub is the go-to.
Is the
Even if
go-to.
you're not gonna,
It is.
handle business, you'd be like,
Yeah.
no, I didn't even have to pay the cover charge for the strip club for this.
Have you seen the funny ones that the guy does? He posts them on Pornhub. He just does funny shit.
No.
There's a dude
No,
that
so
does.
there's a new subcategory that's coming up, and it's dudes that cater to women. And so like he's baking.
He does like nice shit.
No,
It's like
there's no nudity
nothing
whatsoever.
crazy with it.
No. He's
He's
baking. He's
funny
doing the
shit where he's
dishes, cutting the lawn.
trying
Like he's just doing
trying to
things.
win
yeah.
some poon, basically.
Trying to win some poon on
Win
the
some
Poon
poon.
Network.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yesterday, sure. why
Okay.
not?
So the same thing, probably the same avenue. Okay.
Well, no,
All
my
right.
default is XNXX, but that's
I don't know what that one is. I haven't done that one.
That sounds
It's
like
like-
That
Xbox
sounds, yeah, that
ejaculation.
sounds
Yeah.
crazy. Like there's
it's like
robots
the,
and
it's
shit
like
involved.
the Microsoft versus Apple type thing.
Oh,
so
weird.
like Pornhub is Apple, but
Okay.
That's
Wow.
a fruit. Pornhub's a fruit.
Wow.
it is.
We gotta go past this jack off stuff. What is
This
the most
whole show
surprising
ended up being a
thing
jack-off.
that ever turned you on?
Oh, that's a good one.
Actually, older women.
Oh,
But that's
nice.
always like when I was young. My mom she works in a hospital.
So all her
Oh, let me
friends.
take
and
that
shit?
back out.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
take it
yeah.
out.
Take him out. Yeah.
Yeah, she had some friends that would come over and have their nails done in the 80s. I was like,
Hey, what up?
It's
if
that big hair.
ever. And now they have a category on that shit on Pornhub.
You could, yeah. It's older ladies.
Your mama's friends.
Yeah, your mama. And so it knows where you're gonna look for. It's gonna be all your mama's friends and shit.
Well, see, here's the cool part. Before I go, my mom used to work like 2 or 3 jobs when I was a kid.
Okay.
And one of her friends, it wasn't, you can't say your mom's friend had a crush on you when you were in 4th grade or whatever, but she liked me and used to take me shopping and all that stuff. Well, she named her son after me. I never, but the little boy has blonde hair and stuff. I mean, I wasn't an 8-year-old daddy.
Yeah.
We weren't doing any crazy stuff, but I was just endeared, and she was a beautiful lady. She was super nice, but she always took me places by. I was like, why is this lady always babysit me? Then, like 8th grade, she was in them Fonda fitness tapes in my mind. I was like,
that's who you envisioned. Very nice.
So yeah, this just going back to like that.
So hit me up, Rhonda.
This part right here, back in the day, my mom's friends from work. Like, I used to love go pick my mom up from work and be early.
See the chicks.
Hey, Mom, I'm here. Sit down and wait for me. Okay.
Nice. That's awesome.
Then I got a job in the medical field.
That's why.
And that's how
you're pointing in that direction. Let's see. So weird stuff.
Weird that
weird
turned
stuff
you on.
You want to go
Yeah,
first?
you go.
You
guys,
you wanna
Three
go?
Amigos, you go.
80s big hair.
Oh, like down
That's
south. Like
actually,
down
I wish
south.
I would have used that one.
Down south or
80s
No,
big hair.
because down south in the 80s.
Actually, in the 80s, that was the only thing that was there. That was the
Bush. That was Bush there.
Nobody.
No,
in fact, the
no.
only thing they did was bikini line trimming.
No, I don't know what it is. This came to me later in life.
Bush.
Weird, like the hairspray, big ass fucking hair.
Hairspray, big
hair.
Yeah, just I don't know what
Actually,
it is.
you know
now.
what? The funny thing is, I can agree with him on being. That's how come I said I wish I used it because.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because like even back in the 80s when I first moved here, yeah,
The audience gets it.
they do. When I first moved here, like I could whistle like.
Yeah.
So we would see like big hair. First thing you do is whistle, and you walk and drive by, and dude's got a beard. You're like, no, I'll take it back. Because big hair in the 80s, like you got whistles for that. Big hair was all you needed.
Yeah,
You were
you're
surprised
right.
if you were walking away. You'd be like, look at her hair from here.
Yeah, it was just fucking out there,
fucking Aquanet.
teased and
The
everything,
Aquanet.
dude.
And from what I understand, Aquanet, the Purple Can, keeps it.
Yep. Keeps it good. Keeps it good.
Yeah, what is it? Come on, man.
come on.
What's
Yeah,
mine?
dude,
What's
I
mine?
know
What's
you got
mine?
something.
Weird turn on.
Weird turn on.
Legos.
No, that's a
My
good one.
ego.
That's a good one.
Um,
That's weird. I don't even know how you can even do Legos.
Funko figures. No,
yeah, is that what those are?
Yeah.
Square pegs.
Sorry.
Peg and squares.
I guess yeah, like older
Yeah.
older stuff. I agree with what you're saying.
yeah.
Same thing, like bigger hair, like
Throwback
like
nostalgia.
throwback, like oh yeah, like you like go back in time. That whole I think it's a joke.
I like vintage porn.
Yeah, you throw back in time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like 'cause that's kind of like you go through the ages of. You know, you can go through the 70s and the 80s. And you just go through each decade of fun.
That would be
So,
that would actually be a good project, a binge project.
Yeah.
To binge watch some
Binge watch
70s,
it and go
80s, and
back.
90s and
Yeah.
watch how the trimmings change.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
know
watch.
how far I could get through it though.
I get through the whole thing.
No
Because,
way.
Actually, you know
no
what?
way.
Let
Because
me,
you
let
would
me
be,
switch. Let me
You'd
switch.
be done in the 80s. You'd be done in the 80s. You'd be done in the 80s.
What is the most surprising thing that has ever turned you on? When you first ever put your hand just below the waistline and feel hair.
Oh. Yeah.
Boing.
You mean you're talking about the girl standpoint,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I'm like, you're not yourself, right? 'Cause
Her, yeah,
either
like
way,
when-
though. Either
like
way.
when you're making out, the kissing's not not a bad thing.
So
but,
once you're in there, it's like that.
but then like,
yeah.
but go back in time. When was the first time you ever like?
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
hair. It wasn't no wax. Who was waxing? They were waxing the eyebrows.
They weren't.
They
Right.
weren't waxing below the belt.
Yeah.
No.
They were doing bikini trimmings. That's all I remember is, what are you doing? I'm doing a bikini. I'm thinking. So nobody ever shaved their stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So the first thing that was surprisingly a turn on was the touch of a muff.
And then
My cup is empty.
and like a golf reference, like right when you hit the green,
Right.
like you're like, oh, that's what's and then
Could I get a hole in one?
and then you go further and like, oh,
I may make par on this
right.
one.
So it's, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I
true.
think that would probably be everyone's if they thought about it. Like hindsight's 2020. I had to think about it for a second, but you said vintage, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
bye everybody.
Phone's dead.
And I'm thinking vintage, and that's what came to mind is like big, hairy,
Yeah.
hairy monkey.
Yeah.
That was the way to go. You
Yeah.
had to go past the jungle hair to find the river, and you'd be like,
Oh my God, that's an awesome phrase.
"Is that
No, I don't know
What
if that's.
is-
I don't think I've ever heard that, but that makes sense.
No.
right?"
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when you got
We're
the,
using that
Yeah,
more
that's
often.
as
gotta-
soon as you touch the
that's gotta
surface
be a
of the,
thing.
as soon as you get your feet on the shore, you're like,
Oh.
Yep.
and
Yep.
you basically just shot off on yourself. What was that? I want to go in there.
And then your mom walks in and says, "Janet, the chick from work, you got to go home."
No, if that was the case, I would have got a spanking. I would have we didn't get spankings. I would have got a whooping.
Yeah.
I would have got my ass
but
whooped.
Go pick a switch or wait till your dad gets home. Get the
Nah,
belt.
my
No,
mom
calm
wasn't on that
down,
shit.
Adrian
My mom would have
Peterson.
got me with a spoon.
Yeah, Adrian.
Nah, we had switches.
Switches.
That's
Go pick a switch.
pre-Adrian.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson
That was
didn't
legit.
invent that,
That was-
shit.
that was
I
normal.
know
That
he
was
didn't
normal.
invent it, but
Adrian Peterson was a little boy like me, getting his ass beat with switches from
And
the tree.
he just kept the trend going.
Right, I broke the trend and used my hand. 3 swats was enough.
you got to try something new. You said that multiple times in the episode.
Right.
Right, and I did everything until I fine tuned it. And then all I had to do was this. Hey,
The look and the voice.
Yes.
Take it
Girls.
take it up that level.
you guys.
Hey guys, calm down.
Yeah. And they'd be like, "What, Dad? What did we do?"
Is that what you have? Nothing but girls.
2 girls. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did we do, Dad? Nothing. Just too loud.
I got 3 boys and 1 girl.
Oh yeah, house is torn up and
Yeah.
somebody can cook.
Yep. Yep.
Everyone's eating, but it's destroyed.
Yep.
There
Exactly.
it is. So where are you going to be next?
Yeah. Let's talk. Let's
What's
lead that
going
out
on
on
next?
what's coming up next. I
Where
know
can we
you're
find
throwing up.
Mellow B Comedy?
Yeah, I was pushing tickets on my page just so people see me working.
Yeah.
But for all the events that are coming up, I'm actually every Tuesday at the Bench Bar in Tempe, Arizona, 1807 East Baseline. The Bench Bar. It's the bench, like sitting the bench. Yeah.
Yep.
Bench.
Bench warmers.
That is a show that myself and my another DJ put together. He's a hip hop promoter, does a lot of nightclub promotions, and I do all comedy, and I'm a DJ as well. So we got together because he shoots all my video, and I put one of his artists on a comedy show, and it went over really well. He's like, "We got to do an event just like this," and I was like, "Okay." And 2 days later, like, "What are we gonna call it?" And we were going back and forth, and I was like, "Well, it's comedy and hip hop. Laugh and nod your head."
Yeah. Very good.
And he goes, "That's it?" I was like, "You want to add something to it?" Laugh and nod your head. So it was birthed out of that on Thursday nights, but now it's on Tuesday. So every Tuesday night, laugh and nod your head. Wednesday night, I have open mic comedy every Wednesday night. It's Central. It's in the, what is it called? It's like Rose Garden, but that's not it. 7th Avenue and Indian School.
Okay.
It's an alternative nightclub, but I do an open mic comedy event there every Wednesday. Put the list out on Facebook, so you have to follow me. My name is Bobby Johnson on Facebook, people, if you're listening. So
nice.
follow me on Facebook at Bobby Johnson. You'll see, and I look just like I do on the picture. So if you see my face on radio, it's the same as it is on Facebook. Let's see what else. Thursday nights, I actually DJ on Thursday. So if you want to hear some music, Thursday nights more alternative 80s, classic rock, and a little bit of hip hop. I try to keep the current stuff for Friday, but I'm there Thursday at the Draw 10 Bar, 5444 East Washington, from 5 until 10
Well,
p.m.
That's a
pretty
good place.
Close. That's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah,
No, I met you at that show.
yes, you did.
Yeah.
That's right. Open mic. That was when I was
Yes.
doing it there. It was called Sand Sharks then. Let's see. What else do I have? Friday night, this Friday. Now, what I do on Fridays is every other Friday at Toso's and then every other Friday at The Bench. So I have a free show on this Friday at The Bench.
Okay.
at 1807 East Baseline. So you catch me at the bench twice this week, Tuesday and Friday. After the bench comedy show this Friday, I usually have a happy hour that I DJ on Fridays, but I'll have someone cover that for me, so I can still
Do your thing. Do your thing.
do the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
So I can still do the show, and then after that, I have a reverse happy hour at North Phoenix on Friday,
Very
from
cool.
10:30 until 2 a.m. And then this Saturday, I am nowhere, but the big show is March 31st, Stand Up Live. This is America. I
that
have
one. Yeah.
that one there. I have a construction worker. I have a doctor from Africa on the show. I have 2 gay Hispanic comics.
Hey, that's
Gabe Bill.
Is that him?
Nope.
That's not him.
Uh-uh.
Oh, but he was funny. We saw him.
He is funny, but he's not from the actual.
What?
I was going to say the real African. But Gabe is actually.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting where he's from. He just got back and he brought me a shirt and everything. Ethiopia.
Oh,
okay.
Tanzania.
Okay.
No.
So he's from Ethiopia. Then we got Doug Mergenthal, who's Italian. Jeff Picaretta, who's Italian. Abrar Maniar, who's from India. And then we have Tyrone Campbell, who's half black, half white, but he doesn't look like it. And he's from Minnesota. So see, and then we have a cowboy, Wild Bill Scott. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a fucking cowboy. I mean, really a cowboy.
Fucking A.
You talk like a cowboy. I swear to God, talk like a cowboy. Then we have a lady on there, Ashley Rose. She's funny and a little bit provocative. Her stand-up's funny. She grabs the
Okay.
guys and the girls because
looks very Sarah Palin-ish. I like it.
exactly. She comes
Oh my
out.
God.
Yeah. Hey,
what it-
Sarah
yeah.
Palin. I don't
I
care
know,
what
I
party
know.
she could have been at my party.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah. That's a good.
She could have been Republic cat, whatever
Yeah.
she wanted to be.
Yes.
Just Repub at my place. And don't say nothing. Don't pick sides. Just
Yeah.
shut
no,
up.
No. Just
be cute.
Just be in the moment.
Yeah. So and then Marlon Taylor, Marlon the Great. He's from here. He actually made a post about the show and said they needed a regular black guy on the show, so they chose. So we got Kingsley Amukamara, the half African.
Yeah.
Then we have Gabe Bill, the African doctor. Then we have Marlon Taylor, the American African.
It's gonna be a good show.
This show is gonna be fun. So like I said, everybody on that lineup is someone to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
it's a good mix. It's a good
And-
mix of everything.
Right. So coming up in the future, the things that I have planned is a show called California Love. That'll be at Stand Up Live. That's going to feature a few comedians out of California
Okay.
with some of us locals to help us fill the seats and make sure we have a decent crowd. And these guys from California also have people here in Arizona.
Very nice.
So they'll be accumulating a crowd as well. What's next after that? Local Ladies of Comedy are part 2. So there are about 10 new ladies doing comedy. So they all need a platform because there is a place for ladies in comedy. We just don't have enough ladies in comedy to fill those places.
Right.
I
So get
gotcha.
them all together and then
Right.
do their thing.
And then that way they can be found out who can work, what their chemistry is with other performers that are coming to town. So I have a lot on my plate because this is the challenge that I'm accepting, is to seemingly vet all the comedians in town.
Okay.
Very cool.
And the reason or the way I'm doing that is not at bars anymore. I've already played and those guys have moved on. So now that I'm vetting in the clubs for the clubs to see who they want to keep on their roster. So it won't be up to me who decides who's to watch for. I'm giving them the platform to be seen now.
Yeah.
Very cool.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
kind of it. It's not that I don't want to watch. I want to see, like I said, being completely transparent. I want everyone to make it. If you're cut out for it. If not, get the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, be honest with yourself. That'll help you be honest with your friends.
Yep.
And that's the first thing is I want to see everyone make it who has the desire to go, because when you get here,
Put in
it's
that 100%.
hard. Yes. It's hard when you get there.
Yep.
You have to keep it. And
It's all or nothing.
it is.
Yeah, it really is.
And that's, I only look at myself. Like I said, I can't gauge anything off of anyone else, but the moment I slack off, I see it when I don't make money.
Yeah.
I don't get a paycheck. There's
Yeah.
no guaranteed money in anything for me except for what I work for.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So effort is everything. Effort is everything. So, you know, that's kind of what I have to say is everyone should want to be watched. They should want to be seen. They should want to have an audience.
Yeah.
If you don't, then why are you here?
Yeah, why are you
because this craft requires one thing: audience.
Yep.
If
Very
nobody
true.
can see you.
Right. You know, it's the exact opposite at a wedding.
Yeah.
You know what the audience needs at a wedding? Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite, and that's why I'm winning. Is I know the opposite of what I'm doing. That's why I'm able to do it
Right.
and not get in the way. I know the opposite. I know what not to do. There's a difference in knowing what to do. Everybody thinks
Yeah,
they know it
yeah,
all. That makes you know what not to do.
Yeah.
That's important. Because I have events that I DJ. I just named it. Thursday night, I don't take music that I don't play. If I take it, then I have an opportunity to play it.
Yeah.
And it might ruin my night.
Yeah.
Because the format doesn't say, do your own thing. It says, stick to the format. Friday, do your own thing.
Yeah.
I could ruin my next job, or I can make it consistent.
Yeah.
Very true.
We are glad that you were able to make it on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How many months later?
It wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad.
Yeah. It wasn't-
Thank you guys for having me. Really, I
No, we're
appreciate it.
definitely,
I appreciate it.
definitely happy you came. It's a good show for sure.
Yeah. No, we enjoyed all of this.
We
This
were
was
happy to
yeah.
have you here. That show we went to a couple weeks ago,
Brown
Browns and Tanner,
Tanners,
was
yeah.
awesome.
I love that show.
Yeah, it was good. Good. A lot of guys on there. We've had Leo on here. Cool Leo.
Okay.
Yeah,
We've
Cool.
had Josh Harrison
Harrison.
on here.
Yeah, he's I like Josh a lot.
Josh is cool. So thank you again for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for having me. I'm coming to take his spot. Watch. No, you can't sit in the chair. I get the black mic.
That's awesome.
Oh man. Well, you guys enjoy your Sunday. I mean, what else can I put in this red cup?
Everything. Whatever you want.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's
As long
the
as it's
limit.
not the original canister.